Nothing like October football. Welcome in, everyone. This is your EA Sports Weekly Recap for Week 6. I'm Scott Hansen. Plenty of action to get to. We'll begin at MetLife Stadium. The Giants at home to take on the Philadelphia Eagles. And this is Jalen Hurts finding his man, A.J. Brown. Next up, we go to Charlotte. We'll look in on the Panthers as they're hosting the Dallas Cowboys. And it's the former Tar Heel back in the Tar Heel state, Javonte Williams. He's going to take this one in, 11 yards on the touchdown run. The Cowboys improved to 4-2 on the year with another win. One more to bring you, and it's from the nation's capital. It's the Commanders hosting the Chicago Bears. And it's the second-year man, Rome Odunze. Put it down as an 81-yard catch and run for the score. The Bears win their second straight, and they do it in style. And that's a wrap for this week. For all the hardworking men and women in the studio, Scott Hansen saying goodnight. We'll see you again next week right here on EA Sports.
They've been dealt one of their toughest matchups early in the season, but there is hope. One of their coaches has found what they think is a key weakness. The decision now, how exactly to exploit it.
Spread between 4th and 6th Streets in downtown Minneapolis, we welcome you inside spacious U.S. Bank Stadium. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Minnesota Vikings. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gordon alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you look at this Vikings ball club. They're off to a terrific start, unbeaten at 5-0 through the first month and change.
And you can hang a lot of this early success on their defense, too. They're the tone setters for these guys, and the entire team feeds off of what they do.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Eagles, they've come in on a nice run of recent form, 4 wins out of 5. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback.
And coming off of an early season open week. And in this situation, what he told us when we sat down with him was he spent a lot of time working on fundamentals, kind of getting back to basics during that time, as opposed to having to worry about healing up or resting up. It was too early in the season. Get back to the basics, get his game going again.
For Vikings, first down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19.
That's good for a Vikings first down. 1st and 10 at the 30.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he sidestepped one man, but reinforcements come to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. You look at this Eagle defense. In that win last week over the Giants, they were very good.
The best defenses I know, they draw lines in the sand and say you're not going to cross that. For most of them, it's 100 yards of total offense. They didn't quite accomplish that, but still a pretty darn good game last week. Just over 100 yards of total offense given up.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 12-yard line. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
10 of the 12-yard line.
Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. They'll go again to Jones. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go. And they'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Here's McCarthy. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
We're talking about how teams are so competitively matched and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. Even though they didn't find the end zone, they have to be pretty pleased with how they moved the ball on the ground because we know that that was one of their big goals in this game.
And that really goes through the entire offense because when you're running the ball effectively, just about everyone's involved. It's not just the guy carrying the football. It's everyone blocking for him, both inside and on the perimeter.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by a Heisman runner-up during his college days. It's the versatile Jalen Hurts.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stand an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Hurts. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So a PI call going to cost them there defensively. What did you see?
Well, I think it's the right call, partner, because sometimes we'll see officials kind of let them play. But by the letter of the law, that's definitely a penalty.
And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. The Eagles sitting at a very solid 4-2 record through the first 6 weeks. And they've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Again, it's Barkley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing is Hurts. That is caught. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 36. 11 yards for number 11. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And now it's 3rd and 3.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. 2nd down and 8. Play action. Here's Hurts. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. They'll run with a big back, A.J. Dillon. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
A 5-yard pickup. It's now 4th down.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll run with Barkley. And he gets the 1st down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Saquon Barkley hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead.
The Eagles will set up for the 2-point conversion.
Hurts will throw. And that is caught for the 2 points. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. The The Vikings offense led by their running back headed out for the second possession. We show you the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns. And you can see where he's right up there amongst the league's best at finding the end zone. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. 2 minutes to play in the first half of an 8-3 game. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now McCarthy. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
T.J. Hawkinson. A gain of 4. It's now second and
Throwing is McCarthy. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Give that sack to Nakobe Dean. And when you go 5 wide like they just did there, you can't really max protect, can you?
No, you cannot. What you're hoping is that by going 5 wide, you're forcing the defense into coverage. And if you do that...
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Nakobe Dean. 2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up 4th down.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. Here's Jackson to return. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room. Hurts sets up to throw it. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Philadelphia.
Here's Hurts to throw. Forced out to his left. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
39-yard line.
2nd and a couple. They're going to look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 2.
He'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 20-yard line. Halftime coming
okay,
up.
Brandon, thank you.
And our buddy
Starting
Scott
to feel like
with
fall
our EA
outside,
Sports
isn't it?
halftime
Week
report.
7 on the schedule. Let's get right into it. Our look around the league starts now, and it starts with a good one here. And it's Trevor Lawrence hooking up with his main man, Brian Thomas Jr. Beautiful throw to the back of the end zone. It's a touchdown. The Jags go on to win this one, 21-9 your final score. From there, it's on to Cincinnati, checking in on the Bengals as they host the Pittsburgh Steelers. And this is Jaylen Warren. Footwork, agility, speed, power, a brilliant run for the touchdown. Lastly, let's go out to Arrowhead, the Chiefs taking on the Raiders. And it's Geno Smith. He's got a couple of touchdown passes in this first half, including this one. This one's at halftime, and it's the Raiders on top in this one at halftime. With that, a look at the rest of the action going on. Remember, bye weeks are in play, so the schedule a little lighter than it's been in weeks past. Meanwhile, in our game, neither offense has been able to distinguish themselves. It's been the defenses that have stood tall so far. As we send you back out to the stadium with Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scott, we thank you as always, and we'll see what happens here in the second half. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out with the victory. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Eagles offense and running back Saquon Barkley ready to get going again. And he's run well here in the first half of the season, no doubt. You can see the graphic. NFL leader in rushing coming into the weekend. Yeah, he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. Second down now.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Running again with Barkley on second down. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. A third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Brown. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And an Eagle first down.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Second and 10.
Kendall Fuller there on the coverage.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And he slings one that's incomplete. Right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses, because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion forced there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defense coordinators, they're a step ahead of their offensive counterparts.
On third down, Barkley. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. First and 10. They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Out route to Jefferson, and he's got it. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Addison will go in motion left. Looking to throw McCarthy. Complete to Addison on the out route. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Off the option, it's Jones. And this carry, despite the good move, will be stopped short of the 10. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. He throws there, incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. To the air with McCarthy. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. McCarthy going to sneak it. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And that will force a turnover on downs. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone. We're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
2nd down and 3.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd down at the 11-yard line.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Over the middle, complete. It's Brown. Only able to gain a couple there. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Up the middle with Barkley. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. 59 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that 1st down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. A couple of 1st downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Barkley, inside handoff. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Javon Hargrave there on the stop. Now it's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. This will be caught by Brown. Just a gain of a couple there. 3rd and 7 now.
And it's 3rd down.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now back to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
1st down, Eagles.
Here's a give to Barkley. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
He was brought down
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Second down, here's Barkley again. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard. Looking to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 42. From the shotgun, McCarthy. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. McCarthy operating from the gun. And this one nearly intercepted. Boy, that would have been a great time for their first pick. But instead, it's 3rd down. McCarthy is set to throw it. Flushed out right. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big 3rd down play, and they did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big 4th down call.
And here's Ryan Wright now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And that'll kick and go out of bounds just outside the 15 at the 16-yard line. The Eagles offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the 4th quarter. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. He's going to get it again, just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
1st down, Philadelphia.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Back to throw. McCord. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The offense is going to stay out there. They've converted twice, failed once so far on 4th down. Let's see what's in store here. They'll run for it with Barkley. And that should do it. He's got a first down. And the Eagles, they can run it out from here. And with that last run, that's going to move him over 1,000 yards rushing now for the year. So a nice milestone to hit in what has been an exceptional season on the ground. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
I think as a running back in this spot, you have to understand there's not going to be a whole lot of room to run. And in this case, ball protection takes precedent over trying to make something happen.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. He's got Smith here. And now they're in the hurry up.
A gain of 8 yards. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he is going to have an Eagles first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Eagles.
And this defense, they needed that one more stop to have any chance, but that completion, that's likely going to seal their fate.
And you could hear it in your voice, that one more stop.
I feel their pain.
Oh, it was so important. They just didn't get it done. Wow, what a way to finish this one off.
The Eagles in the victory formation as they take a knee. Well, obviously, Charles, this was by no means an offensive track meet. I mean, the defenses were the story in this ball game, but hey, they got enough points to get the job done, and at the end of the day, that's all that matters.
You're absolutely right about that, partner. In such a low-scoring game, it completely changes everything you had planned to do out there. Fortunately for them, they got just enough scoring to bring home the win, and in this type of a game, to play their defense, that became one of their biggest keys.
So for Philadelphia, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, they taste defeat for the first time this season as they drop to 5-1. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.